How are you, Steve?
Okay, now I think my audio is working. I'm
You
good. How are
working
you?
now? I'm trying to get myself untangled. This isn't working the way I wanted it to. What's new?
Well, not much, I don't think. How about you guys?
Well, we're staying healthy. That's the big thing.
That is a
And
big thing.
staying busy, which is awesome. I love Zoom. I'm able to still do training and consultations this way, so that's great. I don't know where any of us would be without Zoom, right?
Exactly. That's been the case for me. I've been able to keep moving with it.
Right? And
Yeah.
it's interesting, why did we switch from Skype to Zoom? You know, Skype has been around for forever, but I don't know. Zoom is awesome. I can record everything and I can send my clients the recording so that they can go back and listen to the lesson that they learned, etc. So
Right. Well, for us, it's been Zoom has the breakout room feature. So when you're dealing with large groups and you want them to have breakout learning opportunities, which is what we do in a classroom,
right.
that's been
cool.
the beauty of Zoom. So
that is a very good point. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you should be a spokesman for them.
There's lots of us that would be. Yeah.
Awesome.
What we needed. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for you. This is all for you. I'm just here to answer any questions or give you some tips or whatever you're looking for. So go for it.
Yeah, that'd be great. So, first of all, Millie's great.
Good.
And
I've been worried about you guys with the fire going on, so.
Yeah, we were about 2 blocks north of the evacuation line, so it got close. But the fire didn't get close. I'm sure you read about it.
Yeah.
It was smoky.
Yeah.
But it was amazing how the wind turned just in time, so that the most damage people had were fences and some siding melted.
Just the one house too that burned down. Correct?
Just the one house outside of the city limits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Dang.
We're glad for that.
Well,
so we've been good.
Fortunately, it was just a what was it, like a vacation home or something like that?
And it wasn't their primary residence either.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
Hopefully they were insured well enough, but they weren't displaced, so it was great.
Good. All right.
So we were coming back from Park City that day, where we had taken Millie on our first vacation. And then we just did another one this weekend. We had a family reunion up in Idaho.
Good.
Where we had a longer drive and a lot more people. And again, she did great. She still gets nervous and doesn't eat as well while we travel and stuff.
Yeah.
So the thing we want to work on with her is her barking.
Okay.
She's jumpy. So a knock that's at the door, or that sounds like it's at the door, she just goes into bark mode, and it's a little hard to settle her down.
And it's hard for you right now because you're at home and you're doing everything virtually, and in the background, if she's going, then it's
which we're all very forgiving with.
Right.
So I'm not concerned to that degree, but plus I have a new mic that I use that cancels a lot of that noise out. So I just close my door and I can just go all day.
That's nice.
But it's just like, yeah, there's someone at the door. There's someone on the other side of the street walking, not even with an animal, or, a block away that she can see from our deck over the fence where someone's just walking. And it's just, I got to say what I got to say about that person or that thing that's happening.
Right.
And it can be hard to get her to settle down. So that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's excessive.
Right.
Dogs bark, but it's excessive.
It's excessive. So a quick Band-Aid, a Band-Aid would be to actually go to ecollartechnologies.com and order a bark collar. Okay. You know that the quality of the equipment is going to be the exact same. So you're not going to be buying something that's a piece of crap that's going to burn her or, anything like that. So that's what I would do. I would jump on there, I'd grab a bark collar, and have that on her whenever she's not actively supervised, right? So other than that, use your e-collar, but I would also suggest that you start doing some counter conditioning, you know. There we go.
There we go. We're back.
I have to do like this crazy dance to like, okay, if I can't see myself moving, okay.
Right.
So I would suggest that you do some counter conditioning, just like with any kind of, I don't know if you're familiar with psychology or anything like that, but basically what you're trying to do is recondition the brain, recondition the dog, recondition the human even, to accept this perceived threat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're going to do is get something that she absolutely loves, whether it's cheese, liver treats, raw chicken. Well, it doesn't have to be raw. Cook it because it has salmonella and stuff like that. But, you know, so get something that is absolutely 100% going to get her attention. Okay. And you only use it for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's her special treat for when she sees a perceived threat. She only gets that when she's quiet. Okay? So have that set aside, have it ready to go. Bark collar on, e-collar on, whichever one you want to use. The reason I say the bark collar is because it's going to be more right there in the moment when she needs it. And you're not going to be scrambling, who has the remote, you know, or who's supposed to be watching.
It'll respond to her bark.
Yeah. So she wears the bark collar. Yeah, she wears the bark collar all the time. Yes, baby.
Can I put my makeup on?
If that is fine, but you need to have Micah help you. And I'm on a call, so I want you guys to be patient and quiet for me, okay?
I might be using your phone again too.
Just wait. Thank you. She was being so nice about it.
Yep,
So I was like, okay, I have to give her attention right there because she was being really well behaved.
Yep.
As opposed to, Mom! Like,
yeah, that doesn't work. You're not gonna reward that. Yeah.
No, definitely not going to reward that. So perfect example. How can this apply to Millie? So what I want you guys to do, bark collar on or e-collar, whoever can be or whoever can be right there, ready with the remote to address the issue. But the problem is you never know when it's coming. You never know when somebody's going to be walking by. You never know when she's going to just go out. She's probably going to be out on the deck for a while and hang out and perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden there's somebody all the way across the road. So I think the bark collar is going to be a game changer because it is going to give her an instant feedback. You can set it to vibrate or to the tone as a warning and say, here's your strike. If you do it again, here comes the stimulation.
Right.
Okay. So of course we want her to alert us in the event that there is somebody there.
Right.
So what I would suggest is doing the bark collar, having it on, setting it to have a warning, whether that's the vibrate or the tone, and then having it set to a stimulation for if she continues to bark. But I would add this one thing. This is where the treats come in handy. Okay. The cheese, the liver treats, whatever you decide is best for her and most convenient to you guys and whatever is going to be enticing to her.
Yeah.
When you hear that first initial bark and somebody's available to go and acknowledge her, that's the key. She's looking for acknowledgement and saying, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this situation. Are you guys okay with it? Okay. If you come in there frustrated, understandably, that she is barking consistently, nonstop, then your tone and your energy is basically reinforcing her anxiety over the situation. She doesn't really understand that all she understands is that you're upset. She doesn't understand that you're upset.
She's probably assuming we're upset for the same reason she is.
Exactly. So you're feeding off of each other and reinforcing the behavior. Now, here's the thing. doorbell rings, door knocks, somebody's walking past, she's alerting, letting you know something is up. Bark collar's engaged. As soon as you hear her bark, say, "Thank you, Millie." Give her a treat. There we go.
Assuming she quieted when you said thank you.
Yeah, well, at
Right.
the instant that I still say it after the first, even if they continue to bark, I say, "Thank you. Go lay down." Reward her with her awesome, awesome treat. The
Right.
instant that she starts barking again, let the bark collar do its job. And just ignore her, say no. Ignore her, let the bark collar do its job, or if you happen to have the e-collar, use the e-collar instead. Just say no and flat out leave her alone. Don't give her any attention. Don't say anything. Don't yell at her. Don't do anything like that. Just have the e-collar, folding your arms, ignoring her, not getting emotional in that instant, because you're giving her fuel to that fire if you're talking to her and reinforcing that behavior. Okay. The reason for the treat is to say you're basically breaking the pattern that she's already associated with this. Okay. So you're literally, even if she's kind of still doing the woof woof thing, just toss the treat, like toss it away from the door, away from the window, away from the deck, wherever she's sitting and watching and observing and what's the word I'm looking for? Fixating on that issue. So you're gonna say, "Millie, thank you." Toss the treat. If she disregards the treat, let the bark collar, let the e-collar do its thing and say no. Okay. So, and then just let the bark collar do its thing. Leave her alone. Go back to doing your thing. It'll take care of it. Okay. But you want to add the element of rewarding her so that you can start countering that conditioned response.
And the reward at the beginning.
Yeah, reward at the very beginning, because you're saying, "Thank you for alerting me. You did your job. I understand you're frustrated, that you're anxious and a little concerned about this situation. I'll check it out. Seems to be clear. I want you to go lay down, go get on your place, or go to your crate. Here's your treat." And if she chooses to ignore that, let the collar do its thing.
Okay. Yeah, place is where we send her.
Good.
When she's doing that. Takes a while to get her attention, but she'll go. So it'd be, if we did that, it'd be once we get her to place treat right away.
Yep.
As long as she's not barking.
Yep, exactly. I would do the treat in 2 different spots. The treat right after the first initial bark to let you know, because you do want to reward her for that, saying, I don't mind you letting us know that there's something to be alerted about. I do mind when I've already said, knock it off, and you decide to disregard that. That's when I'm not going to give you any more treats, but I'm going to give you a treat when you alert me and then shut up. And I'm also going to give you a treat when I tell you to go to your place, without me having to chase you down, without me having to constantly yell at you to be quiet. When you go to your place and you settle, I'll give you another treat. Those are the 2 places I would do.
Oh, okay. I might have missed the first one. Okay, so when she first alerts,
yes,
then that's when you were saying
toss the treat.
Give her the treat somewhere that's away from where she's fixated.
Right. And then the second place.
So that'll make her stop, because she'll go to the treat.
Right. And that, when she goes to the treat, yeah, hopefully. That's why you use a high value reward, right? You know, something that's out of the norm. So as soon as she goes for that treat and she's broken that crazy cycle, now you can get her attention and actually give her a command. You can't give her a command when she's
she doesn't listen. Yeah,
that's because she can't logically think in that moment, right? It's like telling somebody who's going through a panic attack to settle down. You can't.
No.
It doesn't work.
No.
Okay, so literally she's having a panic attack because she's freaking out. You can't yell at her. You can't give her a command, even though she knows it. You can't give her a command in that moment because she is not thinking. She is not understanding. She is not processing what it is that she needs to do. That's where the acknowledgement, thank you. It's not a command. It's just saying, the reason I want you to say thank you is because she doesn't know what those words mean. She doesn't know that you're actually telling her you're grateful for that, but how you say it. Most people, when they say thank you, there's an element of gratitude in it. There's an element of calmness. Thank you. Acknowledgement, right? It's really hard to say thank you when you're mad. Okay. So when there we go. When you are frustrated and you say thank you, there's still that element of, I got to be nice about this, and your tone of voice will change, and you're not yelling at her, and she can actually change her perception and say, oh, your normal response is to get frustrated and anxious just like me, but you're not. What's going on? What's the difference? Okay, so you're showing her that she doesn't need to worry about that outside based on how you say it. Thank you. Go lay down. Right? Thank you. Go get your treat. Toss it right at her in the beginning. This might be the case where you need to condition this. So there's a noise or she sees something, she barks. You say, thank you, toss the treat right at her, bounce it off of her. Okay. She goes, what the heck? She looks at it, she eats it. Good. Millie, place. If she disregards that command, now you correct. Now you say, nope, e-collar, get on that place. I already gave you a command. You know this. I know you know this. We've done this multiple times. Get on your bed. You're choosing to disregard a command now. And because she took the time to stop her franticness, she picked up the treat and ate it. Now you know that she can receive information. Right? Then when she does get on her place, reward her with it, and then be ready when you leave again and leave her on her place to use that e-collar and say, I told you to get on her place. Get back on there if she comes off. Okay. Give her like 5 minutes to decompress. Then you can release her from place and go back to whatever she was doing before. But she needs to go to her place and decompress and just realize that going nutso at the door, going nutso at the window, going nutso on the deck is not acceptable. Thank you for letting me know. But after that, shut up. Okay.
Yeah, we want her to still be a dog and bark
right.
when we need her to. So
right.
Okay.
Does that help?
But so the bark collar, if she's wearing that, we can set it so that the first time she barks, there would be a tone or something.
Yep.
So that would happen. That would happen at the same time. We're also saying thank you, treat.
Yes. And then if she chooses to continue to bark, she will receive the stimulation and she will react to it. Okay. Because a bark collar, you can set it at different levels, but it's not going to be fluid controlled like your remote. Okay. It's going to be set predetermined at the level that you want it to be. All right. So she could very well have a reaction to it where she's just, okay. Don't panic with her. But she needs to know that that continual bark is not acceptable. And you know that it's the same exact technology as the remote collar. It's not going to burn her. It's just using a higher level of muscle stimulation. Okay. So she will react to it. Be prepared for that. She'll probably scream. She'll probably yell. Don't panic. Just say, get her attention. Say, Millie, no. That's what that was for. Knock it off. Go to your place. Here's a treat. Good girl. The bark collar does come with instructions on how to set it up, and it does go through like a training regimen of how to do it. So it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy and simple to set up. But if you have any questions, call me, or you can call eCollar Technologies.
Okay.
Everybody that works at eCollar Technologies knows exactly how to use that equipment every single time. Their customer service, this is why I'm such a huge advocate with them, or a dealer with them, is because their customer service is far beyond any other dealer that I've worked with.
Okay.
So don't hesitate. If you have any questions, call them. They are amazing at what they do. You're not going to get anybody from India. Okay.
Right.
You're going to get somebody who
correct.
actually knows how to use the equipment.
Okay.
Awesome. You're not going
All right.
to be put on hold for hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to use the equipment.
Awesome. That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that help?
That does. I'll watch this with Gwen and the girls.
Yes.
And the boys too. The boys have
I've recorded it, so I'm going to send it to you. I'll upload it to an unlisted YouTube video. I'll send it to you, and you guys can watch it at your leisure. Go back and watch it and get your homework set up. Okay?
Yeah. And then I remember when you were working with us in person, you know, she's still kind of, she gets excited to see it, and it's not after very long being gone now. She's so used to us being home now that if we're gone for like a half hour, we come back and it's like we were gone for 3 days, you know?
Yeah.
So, but with me and with, even with other people, she'll still jump and go for my chin.
Uh-huh.
Not to bite, but
yeah,
she's caught it with a tooth before, but it's just to kind of
she just loves your chin for some reason, right?
Yeah. And so I think I remember, and I haven't, maybe I haven't tried it consistently enough, but if I wanted to stop that, I just need to fold my arms.
Own your personal space. Just tell her to knock it off.
And just say no.
It would be no different.
But I still want to greet her.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how to teach her to greet me differently.
How would you do it if one of the boys just came up to you and slapped you upside the face?
Yeah, they'd get slapped back, right?
There you go. Exactly. You're not going to hurt her feelings. Okay. You're not going to hurt your relationship. You're just going to say, hey, knock it off. Personal bubble here. Don't do that anymore. That's enough. Thank you. As soon as she sits down next to you, good. Love on her. But the instant that she jumps right back up at you, nope. Elbows out, knock it off. Personal space.
Yeah, we've got to get her to stop doing that. She'll do it with strangers, or at least someone who she's just gotten to know.
What I would recommend is when you first come home, especially, give her like 5 minutes to decompress before you say hi. Okay. So when you first walk in the door, same thing goes for any visitors or guests and friends that come over. I would first require her to be in her crate or on her place. Did we draw that staircase? Do you remember the steps? Okay.
Yep.
Bring that back to your memory, or go and find that piece of paper, or redraw it, whatever you guys need. But draw those 5 steps. 1 is the crate. 2 is place tied back. 3 is place no tie back. 4, leash on. She can wander around the house, but a leash on. And then 5, she's normal and happy-go-lucky, right? But she understands the rules. Okay. So if you're still having problems with her barking at the door or jumping on people as they come in, what step on the staircase does she need to be on? Right? I would put her back at least on number 3, which is place with no tie back.
Which makes sense.
Because she'll do continually, it. She'll go to place, but if she's continually coming off of it after a few seconds and she just can't contain herself, then take her back down a step.
Yeah, right? We're not there yet, but yeah, that makes sense.
Take her back down a step to the tie back. Or if she's just bonkers on the place and she's just too excited, great, go back down to crate. Okay. It's the staircase. There we go. The staircase is not stagnant. You're going to be going up and down the staircase throughout the rest of your life with her. Okay. Right. At least until she's what is she at? Is she 2 years old now? 3?
September.
Okay. She's almost 2. So most labs in general, most Labradors, will generally start mellowing out around 3 to 4 years of age. She's part poodle, so she's going to be higher energy, and she probably won't settle down until she's around 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years of age. Okay. She's still a teenager. She's still, you know what she is? She is a freshly graduated high school student, class of 2020, right? The whole world is open to her, and she just wants to say hi to everybody, and she wants to go and party. But she's also a little hesitant about some people, and she's freaking out because she doesn't know what major to enlist in, and she's calling mom because, Mom, I don't know what to eat. Mom, how do I wash my laundry? Mom, how do I iron my clothes? Like, she's freaking out, right? Because she thinks that she owns the world, but at the same time she realizes that she doesn't. Okay, so she's kind of like stuck in this little limbo thing. Where does she go? Am I confident? Am I not confident? So help her understand that, yes, you have left the house and you're now a little bit older and free, but there's still major consequences for your behavior in society, especially, right? So we need to take her back to that staircase and say, okay, where are you at? Are you mature enough to be at level 4 or level 5? Or are you still a little socially awkward that you need to be back down here for a time before you can go back up here? That makes sense?
Yep, it does.
Okay. That's what I would do. Go back to the staircase. Hold her accountable when she does come off of her place, because she knows it. I know she knows it. Okay.
She does. We've been pretty good about that. Even
Good.
the kids will remind even like Gwen when she puts her on there and she walks away. Hey, she came off, you know.
She's the softie.
Gwen's the softie.
Don't tell her I said that. Oh wait, we're recording this.
She's gonna know.
I love you, Gwen.
Well, we love that dog, all of us. So.
Yep. Well, I'm glad to hear things are going pretty well. Just a couple of hiccups to work on. Go back and watch this video, implement the techniques and the tips, and look into ordering that bark collar. And then keep me posted. Let me know how things are going. Okay.
That sounds great.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, what did you say?
Any other questions?
No, those were the things.
Cool. All right. You take care, Steve. It's good to hear from you.
You too. It's good to talk to you as well.
Okay. All the best. Bye-bye.